Good evening once again. Good evening to everyone. And it's Monday night and we're live
Of
dito sa
course.
Usapang Ed. Of course, kasama natin si Doc D
And I'm with Attorney E.
dito sa
Usapang
Usapang
Ed.
Ed Season
Wow!
2.
Season 2! Ayan. Ay, nawala. Nawala sa cam yung kamay ko. Medyo mataas.
Masya mataas ako.
Bababa natin.
Ako,
Bababa natin. Baba. Okay.
okay.
Wow, we're here again. And
Nasaan ba tayo? Parang iba na naman
Oo nga
location
eh.
natin.
Ibang location natin kasi kita nyo naman sa likod namin merong Okay.
Mabubuhay yan pag hindi sang-ayon sa sasabihin natin.
Pero mamaya ipapakita natin via a video where we are tonight.
Yes.
We're very happy to be here. Actually, it's my first time to be here din. No?
Ako, I've been here before, pero ibang itsura.
Oo, grabe. Ang
Ibang-iba
ganda
na.
ng eskwelahan na to. So, for you to find out where we are, watch this.
Every great journey begins with a foundation built on excellence. For decades, the National Teachers College has been a sanctuary for those who dare to dream, lead, and transform the nation's future.
Hi, I'm Welma Kolyamat from first year college student. What I love the most of our campus is the environment itself, the facilities itself.
Hi, my name is Ralph Dwayne Cadiz. I am a first-year student from Information Technology. What I like most about NTC is their teachers. The teachers here are very welcoming, they are very kind, and I also like the way they teach. They are very informative and they do their job as teachers very well.
At NTC, students experience the joy in quality learning. They help students succeed in their chosen careers through a modern experiential learning system, allowing them to explore and develop new ideas. From its basic education and senior high school programs to its college and graduate studies, curiosity is nurtured in a safe and vibrant environment. Through a holistic approach and state-of-the-art facilities, NTC bridges the gap between theory and practice, empowering the next generation of innovators and leaders. The pursuit of knowledge here never truly ends, serving as a hub for professionals ready to master their craft and lead with integrity in their respective fields. From the first classroom to a professional peak, students belong to a legacy of greatness here at the National Teachers College.
Wow, ang
Okay,
ganda
ganda,
ng
ganda.
eskwelahan na ito. 788 live viewers. Wow! And ang ganda talaga ng eskwelahan na to.
Yes, and of
National
course,
Teachers
nasa National Teachers College po kami, and of course, welcome sa ating mga students, mga
Yes.
viewers natin.
Pero siguro
National
acknowledge
Teachers
natin
College.
yung ating hardworking Usapang Ed staff. No? Si
Mm.
Lottie, si Sai, si Earl, si Bells. Kasi kanina lang sinut yun Then,
Ayan,
galing.
opo, kanina, hindi yan prepared na AVP. Actual, ano yan, in action ng mga students.
So, dahil
Ayan. Okay.
nandito tayo sa NTC at ito ay Usapang Ed, sino ang ating guest?
Okay, I'm excited to introduce our guest for tonight. No? So, he is the Vice President for Academic Affairs at the National Teachers College, or NTC, where he has been instrumental in modernizing teacher training. He is a key consultant and advisor for the Commission on Higher Education, or CHED, and the Department of Education, specifically on flexible learning and K-12 curriculum and teacher education. In 2024, he represented NTC at the UNESCO headquarters in Paris to receive the Global Inclusion Award for the school's efforts in making education accessible. So welcome to Usapang Ed, our good friend, of course,
Yeah.
Dr. Ed Fermin.
Thank you, Attorney. Thank you, Doc D. Maraming salamat po sa pagpili sa inang Tanglaw para sa episode na ito. Sa kabila ng lahat ng thesis na pinagkakaabalahan natin, we still have time to talk about the joy in teaching and learning. So thank you.
Oh, galing.
At anong usapan natin ngayon?
Usapang Ed.
Usapang teacher Ed.
So pag-uusapan natin siya.
Pag-uusapan
Ay, hindi pala.
natin.
Education issues and
Teacher Ed.
Teacher Ed.
Yes.
At marami pang iba. Pero siguro umpisahan natin about National Teachers College. I'm very curious about the history of National Teachers College.
Nako.
Mm.
This is a very good time to tell everyone listening to Usapang Ed 2 taon na lang po, 100 taon na ang National Teachers College.
Galing.
Ang aming Inang Tanglaw ay isa sa siya ang pinakaunang pribadong paaralan para sa edukasyong pangguro sa Pilipinas. Founded by Flora Amoranto Ilagan and Segundo Infantado, we were really created as an institution dedicated towards forming a new generation of teachers and teacher educators. Pero masabi ko lang sa inyo, dito, kahit na may programa kami sa business, sa IT, psychology, tourism, lahat sila inihahanda namin para isipin nila, pwede rin kaming maging teachers.
Maganda yun.
So, pwede kang maging IT, na pwede ka rin maging teacher.
Ganda yun.
Yan ang mission namin.
So lahat ng mga estudyante dito, kahit na anong kurso, nasa mindset nila that they can become teachers.
Yes, one of their exits, pwede sila dapat magturo. And over the years, that's something that we are proud of to have been able to put in our learning environment.
Is this something na introduced recently when you joined,
It's been there from
has
the
been there?
beginning.
From the very start, the two good friends, si Dr. Ilagan at si Dr. Infantado, naniniwala sila that nation building through education, particularly teacher education, is something that we could really achieve. So, nung 2000s, early 2000s, talaga nag-decide yung original na may-ari ng school, why don't we allow these students to take on an education pathway? So, ang dami namin estudyante na business graduate, pero teacher siya ng business education, lalo na nagkaroon ng senior high school.
Yes. So, kailan lang ito? Mga major transformation nangyari?
The major transformations in terms of program,
Yeah.
yan, yung talagang para maging double degree major ka, nasa early 2000s yan.
Mm-mm.
Pero as it stands now, malaki ang pagbabago ng Inang Tanglaw since the transfer of leadership and ownership noong 2018.
2018, yeah.
Yan.
At nakakatuwa, no? Kasi you said it's the first private teacher education
Institution. Yeah.
Private.
I mean, we're both coming from the private education sector, no?
Yeah.
So, we're very familiar now with the state universities, the local colleges and universities that offer teacher education. Pero ito pala ang first private teacher
Na solely
education.
dedicated for teacher education when it was founded.
How does this compare to government teacher education institutions in terms of, syempre, magkaiba ang policy environment, including the support, no? How does it, mas madali ba? Mas mahirap? Anong pros and cons niyan?
Masasabi ko, attorney, this is actually a very different space in the sense that first and foremost, baka hindi kayo maniwala, National Teachers College has always been an open admission institution.
Okay. So,
Naniniwala kami sa democratic
no admission test.
education. No admissions test. Kasi kung naniniwala ka sa equitable access to success, you will open your gateways and turn every person wanting to learn into the best version of himself or herself. Yun yung unang difference kasi sa state universities, local colleges, may cut-off yan, di ba? May admissions test. And other private schools. Pero kami, come here and, if you really want to learn, we'll give you the best environment.
Okay, but of course, much as we really are believers of that, no? We also realize na kung higher education institution ito, medyo mahirap kung yung foundational mo
Yeah.
hindi ganun katama. No? Meaning the students are not prepared. And yet, you're doing open admissions.
That's the reason why the reason when we took over, the new leadership took over, tiniyak namin na yes, it's open admission, but we provide the scaffolds, lalo na magkakaiba sila ng background. Ang dami naming estudyante galing sa public school na may mga kakulangan, may galing na ibang private school na medyo advanced. You know how to differentiate learning. It's a totally different game plan for us. Providing not only what most schools will call as interventions.
How many teachers do we account for every year, every examination year?
Every examination. Here, currently, you mean the number of teachers
Numbers,
that you produce?
that you produce.
We're nearly producing 1,000 new teachers every year. That's at the undergraduate level. Iba pa yung graduate school namin na continuing sa professional development. So we actually filled in a good number of these teachers, mostly in the public school.
How do we call your students?
We call them the NTCians. Okay? Pero when we change our school culture and organization, we turn to be telling everyone, ang tawag natin sa isa't isa ay mga kakampi. Kakampi is an acronym. It's our institutional values.
Ah.
Kahusayan, katapatan, malasakit, pagkamalikhain, and the most important of them all, integridad. So that's why we call ourselves here, bawat entiyan, kakampi. Kakampi sa nation building, sa lahat mga pagbabago na gusto natin makita sa ating mga sarili, pamilya, at syempre, sa ating pamayanan.
Alam mo, pag nagsalita si Doc Ed, parang tapos agad ang show.
Oo.
Pero hindi
Parang gusto kong bumalik
Oo.
sa pag-aaral.
Oo.
Parang
Tapos
masarap
tayo
mag-aaral
agad,
dito
pero hindi.
eh.
Kakaumpisa pa lang natin. Kasi
Oo.
meron tayong 5 katanungan na gusto nating i-discuss dito. And we will start with the first one. No? So, pero Doc Ed, very, very helpful sa amin ng history. At very happy kami sa transformation ng
Oh, and I
National
think-
Teachers College.
Very proud ng mga estudyante
Oo
niya.
nga eh, more than
Dami,
1,000 nang nandito,
Para maging,
tuwang-tuwa.
yes.
So,
It's
ito-
part of NTC.
Okay, para may attendance check ang Vice President. So doon tayo sa unang tanong natin
Oo.
kay Teacher Ed. Kasi nga, aside from being Vice President, kanina binasa natin, madalas siya ay resource person sa mga Senate and House hearings on education. Tapos even sa teacher education ng CHED, technical panel, I think you're chairing also,
Yes.
right? So ang isang tanong kasi natin dito, for a teacher, for example, lalo na ang daming nangyayaring paiba-iba sa curriculum at meron ding possibility na hindi mo ituturo yung specialization mo kasi bibigyan ka ng ibang load
Yes.
pagdating mo sa eskwelahan.
Tama.
And this happens in both public and private. So sa atin, dapat talaga nakatahi ang pre-service sa in-service. And then of course, when you talk about continuing education, which is in-service, sana lahat ng programa may CPD units.
Yeah.
So paano natin ito masisigurado na ito ay isang continuum?
Oo.
Which means kung ikaw ay isang teacher, hindi ka nalilito.
Oo.
From pre-service to when you're teaching in service, and then of course that your in-service activities allows you continuous improvement.
Yeah. It's a very timely issue, no? Natapos nating maipasa yung Teacher Education Excellence Act, alam to ni Attorney Estrada, no? Nabuo natin napalakas natin yung Teacher Education Council na pinamumunuan ng DepEd Secretary. Kasama natin dito ang TESDA, ang CHED. CHED actually ang co-chair nito at ang Technical Panel for Teacher Education and Chair na hinahawakan ko ngayon. Nag-uusap-usap kami, paano nga ba nagkawat-kawatak yung pre-service, yung paghahanda, yung in-service, nandun ka na sa serbisyo, saka yung CPD. Alam naman natin, napaka-dugong usapan ng CPD na yan. No? Isa lang ang maliwanag na direksyon ngayon. Kailangan meron tayong isang Unified Quality Assurance Framework for teacher education na nagtatahi ng 3 antas na yan. Kasi wala tayo niyan. Kaya kung ang gusto mong sayaw ay pang CPD ka lang, sige, gawin mo yan. Nakalimutan natin, dapat ang nagbibigay ng CPD, Teacher Education
Teacher ed
Institution.
yan. Oo.
Correct.
Hindi ka pwedeng maging fly-by-night na review center na naging
Correct.
CPD
All of a sudden,
provider.
right?
So, mali yun. Tapos, hindi naman pwede na walang kinalaman yung pre-service dun sa pathways mo sa graduate school na nasa in-service na. So, ang maganda rito, the long and short of this, no, nag-uusap-usap na ang mga ahensya at malinaw ang direksyon na binibigay natin sa pamamagitan ng Teacher Education Council. Ito dapat yung pagkakaugnay-ugnay yung 3 antas ng teacher development.
Nung una nating ginest, si Doc Ed, medyo sa akin yan, nag-resonate sa akin yan. Yung quality assurance for teacher education institutions is being developed now.
Yes. Yes.
Who's in the team for the development? So again, the 3 agencies?
Maganda
TEC.
dun sa approach ngayon ng TEC, ng Teacher Education Council, yung mga consultative groups niya, yung technical panels niya, no, galing sa iba't ibang ahensya talaga. Gaya nung National Quality Assurance Framework for Teacher Education, meron kami diyang representative ng isang pambansang sentro for teacher education, that's the Philippine Normal University. May representative ng state universities and colleges, LUCs. May representative ng curriculum development sector, yun yung hinahawakan ko ngayon. Maniwala kayo sa hindi, may representative talaga from the teachers. So, ang maganda rito, pinag-uusapan natin yung mga QA framework natin for teacher ed na lahat ng major stakeholders kasama. Hindi yung magiging top-down lang
Correct,
tayo.
correct.
Ito ngayon, very synergistic ang approach.
At may nabasa ako para may kinreate na bagong committee ba within TEC din, ano?
Yeah.
Would you like to...
Yun yung
Yes,
committee
oo.
attorney na sinasabi ko. No?
Ah.
Ang role niya talaga ay para once and for all, lahat ng issue ng diploma mills,
Yeah.
yung non-performing PEIs, solusyonan natin yan para magkaroon ng kagat talaga
Oo.
yung mga regulatory agencies, lalo na ang CHED.
Oo.
Alam nyo, kung hindi kayo nagpa-perform na maayos, o kaya gumagawa kayo ng bogus approach
Or
to
your
teacher.
licensure results nyo very
Correct.
poor, right?
Yan. Yan yung gusto nating maiwasan. Kasi, alam nyo, ang teacher education ang second most subscribed degree program sa Pilipinas. Parang
Anong number one?
number one ay business.
Akala ko police at some
Criminology.
criminology.
Pero
O
kasi
lahat
ang
gusto
ano mo
mag-police.
doon, even, well, that fact is correct, second most subscribed. Pero the fact na, alam mo, lahat ng programa, lahat ng ibang careers, etc., they're all built on the quality of the teachers, right?
Yes.
In those
Yes.
particular programs.
Yes.
So, alam nga naman yung teachers mo pa ang
Mm-mm.
hindi mo masasabing talagang excellent
Yeah.
and high-performing.
And of course, the reality is whenever there's a problem with education, diba, yan, crisis na yan, ang turo agad teacher.
Teacher.
Then, to solve this,
Medyo
let's,
hindi naman.
yun ang default, So, talagang mabigat ang So, it's really
It's
good.
not fair, actually. It's not fair.
Is that fair?
Especially if you think that the system also does not allow them to succeed.
Correct.
Oo.
Correct.
Oo.
Yan.
Correct. Yan, tama. Kaya inayos lahat yan. Maganda, actually, meron ng 1994 pa, di ba? Yung original na, na
Na
Teacher
batas.
Education Council, batas. Natatandaan ko nung naghihiring kami sa Senate, inaalam pa namin, di ba? Ako pang sinabi ko na, actually, naunang batas yan. Nauna yung CHED na kinreate. And then, so sabi ko, dapat, di ba, ang TEC ang merong, buti na ayos na yan. Naayos na. Oo. And then,
Isa lang naman talagang sinasabi nito, when we work together seamlessly,
Oo.
magagawa natin ng solusyon yung mga commonplace problem.
mm-mm.
Kaya nga, naniniwala tayo na basta nandun ang teacher, madali nating masasabi na may abilidad tayo na mabago ang direksyon ng teacher education.
At dahil
Kaya nga, dahil dyan, teachers, hawak nyo ang beat!
Nahiya ka? Nahiya ka?
Parang nagulat ako.
Parang hindi ka kumbinsido.
Parang nagulat ako. Kala ko meron pa
nasa
tayong...
inyo ang beat.
Okay. Nasa inyo.
Oo.
Parang nagulat ako.
nasa inyo
Kala ko
ang
may iba pang
beat.
ano
Oo.
Akala ko may iba pang
Hindi mo nakita? Hindi mo nakita na.
Ba't nagulat ako bilang sinabi agad
Nasinisipa na kita. Oo. Anyway. Sige, hindi mo nakuha. Hindi mo nakuha agad.
Marami pa akong chances.
May chance ka pa. Pero may chance ka pa.
Yun na ba yun?
Sige, okay. Galing ng ating
Idea ni Teacher Ed yun.
happy. Okay. So, anong second issue na pag-uusapan natin?
Okay, so kanina sinabi yung continuum. No? Paano natin
From
pre-service
pre-service
to in-service.
CPD.
But not only that, I think because of the many changes in terms of curriculum, katulad nung pag-reframe ng senior high school and Gen Ed, kailangan makasabay yung mga teachers natin
Yes.
sa mga
Correct.
pagbabago na yan. Kasi
That's right.
sa daming nangyayari,
Oo.
paano?
Baka hindi sila makasama sa
Yes.
beat.
hindi sila makasama sa beat.
Oo.
Parang palagi natin silang pinasasayaw sa iba-ibang tugtog ng mga programs. Kaya tuloy, parang na ako. ako na si Teacher Ed tuloy.
So how do we do
Oo.
the upskilling, no?
How do we do that? How do we retain and re-equip teachers to hold the beat of simultaneous curriculum reform at both senior high school and college levels? Kasi parang napapansin natin ngayon yung mga policy makers natin, they're really working on parang urgency.
Yes,
no?
parang accelerated lang.
Oo, kasi we want to solve everything in a very short period of time. Kaya lang, kailangan makasabay nga yung mga teachers. So, yun ang tanong natin.
Kasi yung lagi ko sinasabi, in fora, parang, yung mga senior high principals, yung mga teachers, next year, meron kayong strength and 11 at old 12.
Yeah.
Pagsasabayin nyo yan. So,
Sabi
paano
dito.
natin ito?
Teka lang, may sabi dito, second chance attorney. Loko to talagang, sige.
So pwede ka,
Okay, sabi
Okay,
ko.
game.
Okay,
Sige.
Una sa lahat,
Handa ka.
yung pinagmamalaki ko po na kaibigan ko si Atty. Estrada, lawyer na, dancer pa. No, but I think tama yung sinabi ni Atty. No, na kapag para yan sa sa dance number talaga. Pag biglang binago ng DJ yung
Kanto.
yung music, di ba?
Music.
Na disorient ka. Ganyan din yung nangyayari sa teachers natin. Minsan sinabi ng DepEd, ganito yung direction natin. Tapos all of a sudden, may mambabatas o may isang ahensya na magsasabi, teka muna, dapat ganito yung gagawin natin. So, dahil dyan, nagkakaroon talaga ng parang dalawang kaliwang paa yung teacher. Hindi niya alam kung sino yung susundin. No? And I think that's what's happening now. Tingnan nyo ha, nire-reframe po natin ngayon ang pre-service teacher education curriculum. Kudos to Executive Director Jenny Hoxon of the Teacher Education Council. Talagang tinatrabaho niya sampu ng RITQ at ng Commission on Higher Education. Paano natin naayusin yung paghahanda ng teachers natin. Pero hindi sila makakausad agad kapag hindi natin nabago yung general education. Kasi ang general education, foundational unit siya ng curriculum. No? Tapos, nandyan pa yung additional pressure na bukod sa GE, sinasabayan natin ang changes sa senior high school. Bago yung curriculum, parang sabay-sabay na musika yan. No? Naghahanda tayo ng pre-service, ngayon pa lang, pero nag-exist na yung curriculum. Parang the days of K-12 once again. Diba? By the time na graduate yung teacher education student natin, baka bago na naman yung curriculum. Kaya gusto ko yung message ng Teacher Education Council. How do we future-proof the curriculum?
Correct.
Na hindi tayo bago ng bago.
Or future-proof the teacher.
Exactly. When you future-proof the teacher, kahit anong pagbabago yan dapat, gamay na gamay ng teacher. Diba? So, sana lang maging tama yung approach na parang yung hawak mo ang beat yung sayaw, pero iba yung tingin ng konti ni Ched kasi mag-a-adjust siya sa higher education perspective, ganyan.
So foreseeably, sige, in real terms, so this coming school year, sabi ko nga kanina, yung Strengthened 11 implement na sa lahat. And then lahat nag-implement ng Old 12, except the pilot schools. Yung pilot schools this year, next year, New 12 na rin sila. Right? So meron kang 2 sets of schools. Yung mga pilot, na by next year, strengthened 12 na. For the year after, dapat yung teacher ed program nila anchored on the strengthened. Compared to the majority of the schools, na 1 year after pa. So may ganung bang klaseng preparations na ginagawa for teacher education?
Meron, Doris. So yung ano natin, reframed pre-service teacher education. Una, pinapatatag natin yung konsepto ng specialization. Kasi the basic education curriculum, as it is designed now, mas may tutok tayo sa more specialized na orientations. Yes, track or strand man yan. No? Pero alam nyo, as early as elementary, nakita natin because of the PISA results, walang concentration in specific areas yung curriculum natin. Kaya ngayon, yung sa reframing, magtuturo ka ng grades 4 to 6, pero pwede ka na mag-specialize ng konti sa science, sa math, sa English, yung ganyan. Kailangan natin yon kasi sa foundational level, yung degree na yun na specialization, ginagawa na ng ibang bansa. Samantalang tayo, generalistic ng orientation natin. No? Kaya sa April 6, kung ako nagkakamali, or April 1 pala, may meeting ng reorientation ng teacher education further vis-a-vis junior high. Kasi si junior high, nasa gitna siya ng elementary at saka ng senior high.
Teacher ed vis-a-vis junior high.
The curriculum. Ang thinking natin, baka sa gitna na yon, pag nagalaw natin, magagalaw natin pabalik and forward.
Paano naman ni-roll out yung training yan, given the number of our teachers?
Ang una natin dapat isipin kasi, lahat pa dapat matitrain. O baka dapat, ipasara muna natin yung iba para mabawasan yung ititrain natin.
Totoo ba to? Sinabi mo ba talaga yan?
Sinabi, kasi kahit anong gawin mo training, pasensya na po, dun sa ibang school na hindi talaga nagpa-perform, ang hirap niyang baguhin eh. It's a waste of government investment sa totoo lang.
Is there political will to get that done?
Yes, and alam nyo, tuwang-tuwa kami sa House committees natin sa education kasi talagang binibigyan nila ng mandato, gawin na mga ahensya ng pamahalaan yung trabaho nila, i-regulate na maayos yung mga non-performing institutions.
That's right.
Pero alam mo, may gusto lang akong ipasok na discussion sa tungkol dyan kasi I think kailan ba? Around the time na nag-start ang ating bagong CHED chair, nire-review yung manual of regulations. Yung mga requirements to continue with programs, yung mga recognized programs. So, very kasi ang orientation, yung compliance lahat. Ang ibig sabihin is, you only lose your recognition, di ba, when you fail to comply. Yun ang hindi nakatutok sa outcomes. So, now I was saying na kung ang tututukan natin ay yung outcomes, yung naipoproduce na professionals, kung yun ang talagang that should matter, then doon natin tingnan. Kasi ang mangyari niyan, yung fully compliant na walang na poproduce na papasara. Di ba? Pero yung paano naman yung may napoproduce pero tinitingnan natin yung mga malilit na bagay na hindi sila they're also at the risk of losing their recognition eh.
Oo.
So dapat balansehin yun, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
No?
Tama si attorney. Kaya ngayon, yung National Quality Assurance Framework na yun.
Mm-mm.
Kasi si CHED, OBE, di ba? Na-OBDized na si CHED.
Mm.
Pero ang QA ni CHED, hindi pa OBDized. So, tama si attorney. At yun yung direction natin.
Binibilang pa rin yung kung ano-ano, yung mga sukat, etc.
Yeah. Correct.
That's right, that's right.
So para bang you maintain the recognition without without producing anything.
Yeah,
Basta
yeah.
mag-comply ka lang. Yun ang ano.
Pero it's also naman, if you take it to the extreme,
Mm-mm.
that your only criterion for saying that an institution is of good quality are, for example, passing percentage, etc., or even results of assessment.
Mm-mm.
Sa tingin ko, may upik din yon.
Oo.
It is also
Yes.
possible the school is also not legally compliant. Like for example, we always say this for private schools, no? Paano makikita ng regulatory bodies, for example, na yung mga eskwelahan sumusunod sa mga wage orders?
Yes.
Sumusunod sa pagkakaroon ng isang SEC registration, 'di ba? Na still, na hindi nag-expire. Kasi minsan nakikita namin 'yan in certification visits kasi 'yun ang may periodicity
Yeah.
na recognized na pala ng DepEd because for a long time. Of course, when you get recognition, that's about it. Yung pala may mga hindi sila updated
Oo.
ng mga legal
Requirements.
and regulatory
Yeah.
requirements.
Kaya Doc Ed and Doc D. So tama lang talaga merong mga regulations but siguro ang dapat tingnan na talagang yung regulations, yung mga nire-require should have a direct relevance to quality. Kasi dapat magtugma yan eh.
Yeah.
Hindi pwedeng mangyari na fully compliant ka pero hindi ka quality, di ba? So revisit the requirements. Should have a direct correlation with the professionals, produce, quality.
That's right.
Di ba?
That's right.
Para hindi mangyayari na fully compliant pero walang na-produce. Parang, ibig sabihin may problem tayo sa
Oo.
what we're looking
Or
at the
minsan
wrong.
the standards. The standards,
standards.
themselves
Yes,
are
yes.
the ones which are, rather
Questionable.
or irrational.
Questionable. Ikaw nagsabi.
Irrational.
Yeah, oo.
Oo.
Pero this is my last point on this bago natin tanungin si Doc Ed on this. Ang CHED is very powerful to really close programs under the law.
Bakit hindi nagagawa?
Well, siguro si Teacher Ed ang dapat magsabi niya. Pero alam mo, like sinabi na ng Supreme Court yung Section 14 of the current CHED law that's a very broad power. It can actually close programs and institutions under the CHED law.
Yeah.
Pero bakit nga ba?
Attorney, masyado natin sinoseryoso, syempre, yung tinatawag natin na due process. No?
Yes.
It's a circuitous process para patunayan na talagang non-compliant or hindi nagde-deliver yung institution. Siguro, kaya panahon na talagang reviewin natin yung mandato ng CHED and it's undergoing its review right now. Pero at the end of the day, dun ba sa proseso ng pagbuo ng quality assurance and regulatory framework, gaya ng pinag-usapan natin sa Teacher Ed, nasama ba talaga yung mga teachers at teacher education students sa proseso?
That's right.
Natanong ba sila?
Natanong ba sila?
Pero siguro sa akin, hindi lang development. Ito, si Catalino Enriquez. Ang sinasabi niya, a lot of changes are happening without considering how prepared we are in dealing with these changes.
Yeah.
Which means, kahit natanong ako at na-consult tayo, nabuo natin ng framework,
Uh-huh.
na-develop natin ng instruments, yung kahandaan.
Yeah.
No? For example, in 1981, merong NCBTS, then PPST.
Oo.
Alam mo yun?
Oo nga.
So, all of this are actually rather difficult for TEIs. And even like kami, we provide in-service training activities. Pero dapat sumunod ka ng sumunod doon. No? So,
Correct.
anong kahandaan ng mga stakeholders sa mga ganitong changes?
Yan. Tapos, kung sana unify yung approach natin dun sa standards. Kaya nun, ang prevailing standards natin, yung Philippine Professional Standards. Pero nabuo siya, na-publish siya 2017. Anong petsa na ngayon? 2026. Baka may mga nagbago na talaga dyan. No? Nung panahon na yun, wala pang AI, for instance. Bagong skill yun or competency set ng mga teachers. So, I think there should really be that rapid assessment on relevant pa bala talaga yung nakalagay doon. Para nun, maisip din natin, ito dapat yung ginagawa natin sa training. Hindi yung paulit-ulit na lang kung ano yung ginagawa niya.
Ito, comment ni Mitsu Franco. This is a president of an association of private schools in Pampanga.
Okay.
Sana po ang teacher education institutions mag-prepare ng future teachers that are senior high school ready. Kasi puro pa rin junior high, secondary
Oo.
ang preparations.
Oo.
Paano ba ito?
ano yan kailangan talaga makuha natin ng tama yung demand and supply side of the profession. No? Meron tayong initial na study niyan at makikita niyo po ito sa website ng Teacher Education Council. Totoo yun, no? Parang ang dami parang lopsided yung production natin ng teachers. At alam niyo, baka magulat kayo, pinakamarami nating specialist sa secondary ed, English majors.
Talaga?
Pero pag tinignan niyo yung national proficiency natin sa English, parang nasan yung mga English majors, di ba?
Ano ba? Pero yung grade nila sa English mataas.
Well, kung yan ay hindi dumaan na mass promotion, okay, na iba pang usapan, di ba? So, ang sinasabi lang natin, dapat aralin natin yung actual demand, tsaka actual need ng sektor, bago tayo magsabi na, dapat ito yung talagang nililinang natin na specializations or majors.
You mentioned about 2017 pa, yung ating
PTSD.
Standards.
How often ba should we revisit
should be
and
really
adjust curriculum?
revisiting and
Kasi
reviewing.
bilang bumibilis ngayon, tapos, pero for the longest time, hindi naman napapalit.
To be honest, attorney, the standard should be organically adjusting as you go along. Pwede ka
That's
kasi
right.
mag-issue ng standard
That's right.
set ngayon. Tapos, after 1 year,
That's right.
sabihin
Agree,
natin,
agree.
standard 2.4, 2.6 are adjusted as follows.
Yes.
Pwedeng ganun
Pwede.
eh.
Yeah,
Within
especially
while you
Oo.
are
Yeah.
implementing, you realize which
Tayo
ones
kasi,
will have to
parang
be
sinasabi,
revisited.
parang textbook na, sige, baguhin na lang natin after 5 years.
Yes.
Pero sa loob ng 5 years na yun, marami nang nangyari.
And considering na we're talking about higher education institutions, dapat may academic freedom.
I agree.
Dapat sa curriculum ang ano eh. So dapat standards talaga. Ang and then organic. Hindi
Yeah.
kailangan na every 5 years we set it na gano'n. Hindi
Yeah.
no. Baka 5 years would be a long time. Long
given,
time,
given
no?
the current situation na mabilis, no?
Correct.
Pero ito pa, isa pang nakita ko to sa presentation ng Department of Education na alam ko noon ay laging natatanong, how is the relationship or how coherent yung senior high core sa Gen Ed?
Yan.
'Di ba nung unang panahon tinanong ito. At ngayon nakita ko na yung sagot. Pine-present na ng DepEd.
Trabaho din namin yun sa CHED.
Oo.
So, ang pinagdaanan yan, talagang minap out namin. May college readiness standards. Isang uri ng sayaw ang college readiness standards. Iba rin yung senior high school outcomes. So, dapat ang ginawa natin, umupo yung Bureau of Curriculum Development sa technical panel, kasama ang technical panel for general
Gen Ed,
education
yes.
na kasama sa trabaho ko sa CHED ngayon. Tapos kinumpihan namin talaga.
Yes.
Saan na-overlap?
Oo.
Saan umuulit?
Oo.
Saan kulang?
Oo.
And that led us to thinking, teka, bago gumalaw yung ibang higher ed programs, silipin natin mabuti yung relasyon ng GE at saka senior high. Gaya sa teacher ed,
Right.
alam nyo, makakapag-decide na kami ngayon. Dahil matatanggal namin yung repetitive items, makikita nyo po yung model ng bagong pre-service teacher education curriculum, 3 years to 3.5 years na lang.
So in other words, Doc Ed, totoo ang sinasabi ng mga bata ng paulit-ulit
Correct.
yung mga ibang mga itinuturo.
Yes.
So in other
Yes.
words, hindi nag-uusap noon ang BCD at yung technical panel?
Sasabihin ko
on Gen Ed.
ng tahasan, as far as I'm concerned, no, hindi. Kung meron man, konting-konti lang yung opportunity na yan. At typically, nag-uusap sila kung kailan may problema na. So, ayaw na natin maulit yun.
Grabe ang sagot niya, no? May adverb.
Oo.
Masas, kaya niya itong sagutin ng tahasan. O, kumbinsido siya. Oo. So at least ngayon talagang na-map siya, no?
Na map at ang pinakamagandang player dito, alam nyo, tinanong yung mga bata, mga magulang, at most importantly, ang teachers.
Masyadong
Kaya-
mapangahas.
Mapanghas. Kaya nga sabi natin, dahil sa development na to, dahil dyan, teachers,
Naman ako.
hawak nyo talaga ang beat.
Nakasabay ba siya? Nakasabay ako. Ayun, nakabawi ka na.
Bumawi na si
Okay.
attorney.
At tingnan natin kung
may
merong nag-comment na nakabawi ka na.
Teka, bago ito muna, sabi ni Michael Figueroa. Yan. I think there is an urgent need to review PPSSH and not just focusing on the personal and professional
School
development
heads.
of teachers.
School
Sabi niya,
heads.
yan. School heads are the captains of the ship
Correct.
and teachers are helping navigate the ship.
Tama.
Ah.
Tama yan.
Kung sila ang captain and they help navigate, sana man ang Strait of Hormuz.
Ganawa ako doon. Naisingit mo pa talaga.
The kill box. Saan ba sila?
Oo.
Anyway, thank you, Michael Figueroa. What do you think of that?
Oy, attorney,
Comment.
tama yun. Di ba sa EDCOM 2 lumabas na rin, kulang tayo ng talagang magagaling na school heads. No? Yung ibang divisions, di ba, ang lalaki, dapat hiwalayin pa natin further o hatiin natin
Right.
para maging efficient. Kaya alam mo sa National Teachers College, ang Doctor of Education program namin, nakatutok lang sa educational leadership. For so long, since the 1960s, laging Doctor of Education, major in educational leadership. Kasi naniniwala kami, kung yung nagtitimon ng eskwelahan, matino, mapapasunod niya na maayos yung ibang stakeholders para nun, yung reform initiatives mo, mabilis mong magagawa. No? And to be honest, tama si Sir. Meron tayong professional standards for teachers, for supervisors, pangatlo yung school heads. Pag tinignan nyo yung 5 domains ng standards na yun, magugulat kayo, yun naman pala may standards. Management of school operations, for instance, no, or academic leadership. Yun yung talagang dapat nagagawa ng ayos ni principal, ni school head.
Yep.
So, I go with that idea. Ay talagang palakasin pa natin.
Shouldn't we prioritize that in terms of curriculum? Kasi when you train the school heads, at least, di ba, it creates more impact. No?
Yeah.
That's right.
Oo.
Kaya, attorney, kakabit din natin yan na tama yung direksyon ni DepEd
Mm-mm.
dun sa career progression.
That's
Diba?
right.
Nakita natin na kung papalakasin yung teachers, dapat pinapalakas nyo rin yung leader at may time na mag-usap tayo, kailan tatawid si teacher, yung gano'n, no? Para makita nila na may egalitarian system in place. Pero may warning ako. Hindi kayong
Kaya may
lahat-
babala.
May
babala.
Babala.
Sana naman, kung mahusay kang teacher, dapat yung aspiration mo ay hindi lang maging principal.
That's right.
Walang masama kung magbababad ka sa loob ng classroom
That's
at maging
right.
pinakamagaling kang teacher.
That's
Sure.
right.
Nakita kasi natin yung pattern, di ba? Yung pinakamagagaling na teachers, pinopromote.
Pinopromote.
So, sino na lang may iwan din
Oo.
sa mga bata, di ba?
Mm.
Yan, isa sa mga bagay na dapat natin.
Yan, career progression kaya kaya
Tsaka
mabait
hindi-
sa iyo si
hindi
Kong
dahil
Roman eh.
ano,
Kaya paborito ka
tama.
niya eh.
Tsaka
Siya
hindi
ang may
dahil
akda
ano,
niyan eh.
Hindi
Hi, Kong
dahil
Roman.
Hi, Kong Roman, na ikaw ay isang content specialist, it does not necessarily follow na meron kang leadership and management skills. Diba?
Correct.
At yun kasi, sabi mo nga, inaaral. No? Minsan kasi parang ina-assume na, ito magaling na teacher. Pwede na to
Magaling
maging-
school head.
maging school head. Oo.
Pero dapat
Promote natin.
promote natin.
Oo.
Pero at least okay yun, may career progression. Alam nilang
Oo.
hindi sila magre-retire na teacher 1.
Teacher 1.
Oo, di ba? Pero tama ka, hindi pwedeng baka mamaya lahat sila school head ng
Oo.
wala na maiwan.
Wala na eh.
But come to think of it, ang taas ng demands. Iba ang skill set, I think, ng isang educational leader compared sa isang classroom teacher.
Ito yan.
Oo.
Oo naman.
So
At
that's,
maraming may mga kulang, marami pa tayong schools na walang school head. No?
Oo.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
But having said all of that, talagang masasabi natin na napakahalaga ng ganong klaseng ng ganong klaseng direksyon. Right?
Lalo na
That-
sa 3-term calendar.
nandun na ba tayo? Okay, so nandun na tayo.
May bago.
Oo, nandun na
Oo.
tayo kasi nakabawi ka na. So dito na tayo sa next nating tanong.
Bawi na daw
okay?
ako. Okay.
So hindi lang yung pagsayaw mo sa senior high at gen ed, pagsayaw mo sa pre-service, in-service. Ito naman, from 4 grading periods or 2 semesters, pupunta tayo sa 3-term calendar, which means 3 grading periods
Yeah.
for the school year. So,
Oh.
kumusta ba tayo dito?
Nabasa niyo na ba yung balita na sinang-ayunan ni PBBM na magkaroon tayo ng 3-term academic calendar. So, syempre nagulantang ang lahat. Sa akin, hindi ako magugulat dyan kasi nung principal ako, isa yan sa mga una kong ginawa dun sa dati kong eskwelahan. No?
Yes.
Pero yon hindi 2 months in the making.
Yun.
2 years in the making
Oo,
ang
yun lang.
paghahanda
Yun
doon.
lang. Oo. Doon lang sa tuto mama.
Kasi nasa episode 2 na, nasa season 2 na ba ako?
Kasi,
Season
when this was being discussed, I got feedback from a lot of school heads implementing a 3-term calendar
Yeah.
and telling me about the efficiencies of 3 terms within a school year. Yun nga lang, sabi ko, yung paghahanda, I think yun ang mas concern ng marami. We don't question the how valid it can be, how efficient it can be. Yun lang paghahanda.
Yeah.
Oo.
And I think ang pinanggagalingan kasi nung pag sabi nila merong evidence evidence-based daw yung reform. So, yung evidence is in the private sector di ba? So,
Correct.
gagayahin ng public schools. Sa kanila kasi madaling gawin na lahat ng schools and the public school system kasi isang school lang sila with 47,000 branches kumbaga. Hindi natin pwedeng mandato na yung gawing mandatory lahat sa private schools kasi like yung sinasabi yung strength ng private school dun sa kanyang flexibility being able to design curriculum and yung structure and operations na fit dun sa kanilang school community, stakeholders nila na unique sa kanila. Hindi pwedeng lahat. Even then, yung 3 grading periods, ano yan makikita mo sino yung mga nag-implement dati at resources, very important. Ibig sabihin, hindi pwedeng sa lahat yan. It's not for everyone. Kung pipilit mo sa lahat, hindi magiging...
But you have to give them
and
time.
of course, to
Oo.
decide, to
Oo.
prepare,
To prepare.
masyado mabilis din talaga yung
Totoo yan,
2
attorney.
months.
Actually, if you remember, Doc Dino, yung K-12 back in 2011, 2010, nung pinag-uusapan pa lang siya.
Yes.
Gahanda na tayo, parang in 2 years time, magbabago to ng bonggang-bongga. Tapos lumabas yung curriculum guides. Late. Di ba?
Right.
Ito naman, ganun naman. May bagong curriculum na niro-roll out. Tapos, babaguhin natin yung kalendaryo. You know, I'm all for that because I know the research-based
Yes.
basis of it, no?
Yes.
Pero ako na nagdaan doon, gusto ko nang sabihin ngayon na sana man lang in-extend pa natin yung runway para paghandaan to. Kasi tama si attorney, the private schools got it right. A number of private schools, no? I advise some of those school systems, kaya nyo ang case. Pero gagawin natin sa public school na medyo marami lang dapat na foundational reforms na kailangan.
And ako, may ko dyan, first-hand experience because my kids. They go to a school na merong 3 grading periods. Hindi basta-bastang inaayos mo lang yung clustering number of. Talagang intense, matindi ang requirement ito sa academics sa mga bata at mga teachers. Talagang they have to really work in a high pressure academic environment. Kasi maikli yung mas maraming school days, mas maraming breaks pero short. Tatatanda ko, even during school breaks, nag-aaral sila. And not only that, I think dapat pag-usapan din ngayon, hindi pwedeng i-isolate ito sa mga nangyayari sa mundo ngayon. Like for example, more class days, more contact hours. Pinag-uusapan nga ngayon, how do we also reduce the number of work days,
It's really
operations.
not, it's not, the contact hours will stay, but the modalities
The
are the
modality,
ones that
yeah.
can change so that they can actually study from home, right?
Mm-mm.
With online or other distance modalities. So,
Paano
Pero
sila
yung-
mag-online tsaka
yun na.
mag-remote?
yes.
Oo,
At saka
diba?
yung isa pang nga natin dyan is, sa discussions naman with the Department of Education in many meetings, so sabi naman that the private schools will be allowed to transition in school year 26-27. Kasi nga parang ang discussion nito nangyari in Feb. And maraming private schools ang nagsasabi, but as early as last quarter of 2025, handa na kami on how 26-27 will look like.
Yeah.
Hindi
Yeah.
naman kami naghahanda 1 month before the next school year. So having said that, I think yung talagang mangyayari ngayon is the private schools will be allowed to do their transition. Yung isang malaking bagay dito, sabi nga natin, yung 2 curricula sa senior high, may strengthened 11 ka na if DepEd will release, for example, the 3-term curriculum guide, then that's enough of a guidance. No? Pero yung grade 12 mo, na nag-umpisa sa isang quarterly, grade 11, itutuloy ng maraming schools na 4 quarters pa din siya.
Yun ang mahirap kasi mag-ooperate kayo sa 2 magkaibang system. Sinasabi lang nila kasi, no, it's just a matter of bawas ka ng araw dito, ilagay mo dito and all. Alam nyo, from a teacher's perspective, no, we plan not for topics.
Yes.
We plan for learning progression.
Yes, that's right.
So, hindi mo pwede
That's
sabihin na
Ganito lang yan. Ganito lang yan.
napaka-simplistic
Oo.
nung approach.
Yes.
At saka kung sana, yung compression na mangyayari will also mean compression in terms of the repeating topics or themes
Oo.
across
Competencies,
subjects. Kasi
right.
naturally, dapat pagka may ganitong proseso, ang ginawa ko na, no, may tinatawag tayo na adjunct learning areas. Yung talagang magkakaugnay, magbabawas tayo ng topics na nag-overlap din. Such that, yung compressed time mo is focused not on too many written assessments,
Mm.
but projects, for instance, that allow learners to explore.
Yeah.
Yan ang talagang foundation ng
What
project-based
about
learning.
those who are doing spiral science?
Ay, isa pa yan.
Okay, if they're doing
Lalo
spiral
na naging
science,
komplikado.
so meron kang Gen Sci, Bio, Chem, Physics,
Ah.
pero 3 grading periods na lang.
So,
Anong magiging ng DepEd dito?
well, in terms of, well, I don't know their plan, no? Pero nakita na natin yung kahinaan ng spiral progression model. Kaya nga, di ba, merong
Oo.
direksyon, may
To do disciplinal again.
disciplinary.
Okay.
Pero kinukuha kasi natin dapat yung spiral progression from a mastery oriented perspective, no? Pero hindi na yan ang kailangan natin. Kita natin talaga, lumalalim at lumalawak na talaga yung kaalaman ng estudyante.
Oo.
Pero, okay. Pagdating naman from a legal standpoint, kung gagawing mandatory, I think it really requires a law to make it mandatory for the private schools. Sa ngayon, executive order, kasi government, public schools.
Yeah.
But once you really make it mandatory, dapat pag-aralan. Kailangan ng batas. At iba rin kasi pag dumaan siya sa proseso ng deliberation ng Congress, you invite resource persons like Teacher Ed.
Yeah.
Dapat talaga merong genuine consultation first. Hindi yung consultation habang ginagawa na or may plano na,
Yeah.
no? And lastly, if this is really good, no, it should have stability also,
Yes.
no? And you can only have that with legislation enacted by Congress kasi kung in-implement mo ngayon after 2 years iba na naman administration. Paano kung iba na naman ipapatupad? Ibang sayaw na naman.
Alam mo, palagay ko, isang buong episode itong topic na to. So,
Kaya dito,
Mm-mm.
habang nagka-transition tayo dyan, dapat lagi nating maisip yung mga interventions natin, nakadirect, hindi lang sa learner Kailangan natin makita yung role ng teachers. Kaya dahil dyan,
dahil
Teachers.
dyan, Sai,
hawak
dahil dyan.
nyo ang beat.
Sumasabay pa ako. Parang gusto ko nang gumanon
Huminahon ka. Okay?
Sorry po.
Huminahon ka. Oo, huminahon ka.
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
Bibitawan ko muna ang beat. Masyado maraming hinawakan Okay.
Okay. So, nandito na tayo sa ating pang-apat na tanong. Pero huminahon ka.
Nahiya
May
ako bigla.
babala.
Okay.
Babala
Shucks,
era.
Tinamaan ako ng
Okay.
hiya. Pasensya na po sa mga anak ko, sa mga anak. Pasensya na po, NTC, ako po abogado niyo. Baka mawala na ako ng trabaho. Next week Okay.
Okay. Merong pagbagong dancer. Oo, may bagong dancer. Tingnan mo, may bago pa tayong dancer.
Okay,
Sa
may
dance
bagong
floor.
dance.
Yes.
Oo nga naman. So, so hindi na lang teachers, meron na silang kasayaw. Ang pangalan nito ay Artificial Intelligence and the Changing Teaching Learning Process. Paano rin natin sila ipe-prepare, yung mga teachers? May bago silang kasayaw. Diba? And it's artificial. How must teacher education, pre-service and continuing education be redesigned so that teachers don't use AI as a prop, but genuinely command the floor as the irreplaceable lead dancer? Ang lalim naman nun. In the learning experience. O parang...
Kailangan palaging AI augmented.
Oo.
Ganon, AI assisted.
Yes.
Huwag naman AI lang.
Tama
Tapos
yan.
yung teacher, walay na.
Hindi pwedeng ganon. Kaya nga, Attorney Estrada and Doc D, kaya ito ang naging sandigan ng approval ng Commission on Higher Education para bigyan ng opportunity ang National Teachers College na mag-train ng 2,700 higher education faculty sa pamamagitan ng HUSAI grant or Higher Education Upskilling Grants. Ang tawag namin dito ay Project Attain or Advancing Tertiary Education through Artificial Intelligence. No? Ang goal nito, mag-train tayo ng mga higher education faculty na gagamit talaga ng AI sa tamang paraan. At simple ang formula. It's called the human-machine-human approach. Humans direct the prompting process in AI. Ano man yung gusto mong pasimplihin na proseso. No? At dito sa aming training program, natuturuan namin kayo na kapag gusto nyo makasave ng time, bumilis yung mga proseso, gagamit kayo ng makina. AI yon. Pero hindi pwedeng kung ano yung generate ng AI, isasalpak mo na lang. That's dangerous. Kailangan may final human intervention. Is this the right thing to actually deliver? Ito ba yung kailangan ng estudyante, ng staff mo, and all? The thing though is that this is a project for higher education. we are working closely with the newly instituted National AI Council. I forgot, it's a long name, no?
Kanino siya? Kanino naka-attach?
Ito ay, well, interagency siya,
Interagency.
pero this was prompted by the work of the Private Sector Advisory Council to
Okay.
the President, kung saan ang Pangulo ng NTC ay may mahalagang trabaho. No? Gusto namin tulungan natin yung mga ahensya para mapabilis yung AI adoption.
Correct.
Pero alam nyo, paano naman yung AI training sa basic education? Dito sa NTC ang ginagawa namin, nilalagay namin talaga yung upskilling ng mga magiging teachers sa AI. Dito walang gumagraduate na estudyante ng teacher education na walang enabling knowledge sa artificial
So,
intelligence.
pre-service.
Pre-service pa
Arrested
lang,
na yan.
dapat
Yes.
alam na nila yon. Kasi mahirap na magka-catch up ka. Ngayon,
Yeah, that's right.
parang everyday merong bagong AI assistive app na nabubuo. Paano mo siyang gagamitin sa tamang paraan?
Yes. Ang ano kasi kadalasan ng naisip agad ng tao, ano yung academic dishonesty. Di ba?
Yeah.
Intellectual dishonesty. Tapos teachers sa pinag-uusapan.
Oo.
Di ba? How do we focus on the ethical and the administrative areas
Correct.
of
Yeah,
using
yeah.
AI? And I think this is also the part of the duty of the schools also. Diba? Dapat meron silang mga institutional policies to
Policies.
ensure that.
Yeah.
Kasi alam mo, narinig ko nga sa isang kasama namin sa Kokopea. Sabi nila, ang tama is you train the AI to think like you.
Yeah.
Ibig sabihin, gawin mo muna yung, di ba? Then you have it assisted by AI rather than let AI do it for you.
everything,
No?
yeah.
Tapos saka mo babaguhin.
Mm-mm.
Di ba? Kailangan train the AI to think like you.
Yes.
Oh.
Or
Kaya yung starting point yung human
Sa'yo.
take the lead.
Oo.
You take
Take the lead. Oh.
Yeah.
Right.
Oo. So, meron tayong audience member na sabi, sana man wag kunin ng AI yung trabaho natin.
No, it will never happen.
Parang di naman gano'n.
It will
Hindi
not
naman.
happen. Yeah.
Padaliin natin yung trabaho. Yun ang gusto
Meron
natin.
bang AI
makita.
na gumaganon?
Meron! Merong AI video maker,
Okay.
Kasi
Sorry.
maraming aspeto no sa teaching hindi naman talaga kaya ng AI. For example, empathizing with the students.
Yes.
Example, yung sensitivity. Example, yung coming together as teachers so that you can like talk about the learning environment, for example.
Yeah.
These are all very context specific eh.
Oo.
Yun ang pwedeng ini-AI lahat
Yeah.
yan.
Correct.
Interpersonal
Oo.
relations.
Oo.
Hindi mo
Pero
pwede
alam
yan.
mo, dahil sa kakasayaw natin, ang dami-daming comments dito. Alam mo, hindi tungkol sa sayaw, pero tungkol sa topics, no? And I would imagine parang each of those that we raised, from the fact that we need pre-service and in-service to be so connected and aligned and some logic to that. And then the curriculum that is continuously changing, and then how the teacher should be preparing for that, and then the 3-term school year, parang lahat yan, one episode each, no? Kasi sinasabi ng mga teachers mostly, kailangan nyo kaming bigyan ng enough time to prepare.
Correct.
'Di ba? Even if you keep on accelerating the reform initiatives, teka, kami lahat mag-implement yan eh.
Correct.
Totoo.
Di ba?
Yan ang dahilan kung bakit ang dekano ng School of Teacher Education sa NTC, shout out to Dean Linda Cangayaw, lagi siya na sinasabi sa mga teacher education students, sa AI, garbage in, garbage out. So it should teach us to sharpen the human faculty para maturuan mong mag-isip na maayos yung makina. Ang tanong dyan, are we preparing the teachers for that?
Yes.
Oo.
Sabi nga
Well-
ni Terence De Dios, katulad ng sinabi mo, AI can only respond to our prompts. As such, if you prompt it correctly, it gives you a better response.
Yeah.
Conversely, kung pangit din, garbage in, garbage out
Garbage
nga.
out.
So, baliwala lang din yung
Yeah.
makina na
Oo,
sinasabi
oo.
natin.
But even the development of prompts, like sa inset ng PAC, tinuturo yan.
Yeah.
Yes.
Diba?
That's
Hindi yan, basta mo na lang alam gawin.
Mm-mm.
Right? May ano yan, may tamang, may tamang
Algorithm.
science dyan kung paano ang paggawa ng prompt that will give you the product no that you want. Yun nga lang yung mga teachers, babalik ako no doon sa dami ng ginagawa nila because of the accelerated reform initiatives.
Oo.
'Di ba? Baka nagkaka-half-baked dyan in some
Yeah.
areas.
Correct.
Oo.
Kaya siguro dapat ngayon, paalala lang natin sa teachers natin na kung may ganito mga opportunities to think about and talk about these issues, mag-dial in kayo. Lalo na sa usapang ED.
Yun.
Dahil naniniwala kami, teachers.
Teachers.
Aha.
Alam niyo yan, hawak niyo, beat.
Sumasabay ba ako?
Actually,
Kumakaway na lang si attorney.
Hindi,
Eh.
tsaka nawawala yung kamay niya, so hindi halata na hindi siya kasabay.
Shoulders lang
so,
ba, ganun.
madami na tayong na-discuss. No? I think yung last na item natin, medyo na-cover naman nung ating mga, policy recommendations and all of the reviews that are happening. Pero as we said, no, ang daming nangyayari. Kailangan talaga ng, mas maraming consultation, I would imagine. And all of us coming together, or even in separate groups, no? Nakakakita ko ng pagkarami-raming training ngayon. Tungkol sa senior high school implementation for next school year. Ako, wini-welcome ko lahat yan eh. Kasi each and every training will allow the teacher to really make sense of the curriculum that is to be implemented next year, given na meron pa siyang old na ini-implement.
Yes. And at sana yung sa mga, ang dami nangyayari kasi, sana tingnan natin ito, not just parang matters of compliance.
Yeah.
Diba? It should, at the end of the day, we should become better teachers and our students become better persons. Yun ang, hindi lang parang units lang ito, kailangan lang itong mag-adapt. But tingnan natin, it should really impact the way we deliver learning. Diba?
Yeah. So, bilang sinabi niyo rin lang yung direction na yan. Kaya dito sa National Teachers College, hindi lang yung numbers nung reform ang pinag-uusapan natin. Gaano kabilis na nag-a-adjust, gaano karami stakeholders. Lagi tayo naniniwala, numbers are best understood with the narratives that accompany them. And at National Teachers College, for the last 9 or nearly 100 years, we believe in the narrative of grit, of courage, and the ability to take chances in learning better. Yan ang puso ng Inang Tanglao. And in fact, we are founded on that mission to really make equitable access to success part of the narrative of every student.
Pero siguro para maiba naman, no? Kasi napaka-serious no, ng sinabi ni Ed. But believer ako dyan no, sa narratives, which again, will take some time. In other words, hindi rin minamadali
Yes.
ang development ng narratives. Pero kasi pagka-excited natin, di natin nasabi, na kanina ho, ang segment natin was School Flex, no? When we showed the video about National Teachers College. Yung ginawa namin, kahit may pasayaw-sayaw kami, deep dive yun. We wanted to dive no, into all
Deeper
of these
into
issues.
this,
Pero ngayon, shift natin ang content no, para naman before we end, meron tayong mas lighter na discussion.
Anong
We
episode?
started the segment,
Anong segment
Ed
ito?
Light. Ed Light. Hindi
Ed
si
Light.
Ed Fermin, ha? Ed Light.
Education.
Oo, kasi sabi natin,
The lighter
our
side.
educators and school leaders, meron din silang lighter,
Lighter
side.
Yes.
So gusto nating tanungin si Ed, si Doc Ed, Teacher Ed. Ano ang lighter side ni Doc Ed?
I dance. Gusto ko ng beats, gusto ko ng movement because that takes away the stress in my day-to-day personal and professional circumstances.
Pareho pala kami.
Halata naman, napaghahalata. Meron pa siyang isang ginagawa. Di ba you run?
I run. So movements
kita-kita
talaga.
naman.
Ikaw then you run.
I run.
Run away.
You run away. Okay.
So yun, in that particular order, first I write. I love writing.
No, that's
Then
nice.
I dance.
That's
Then
nice.
I run. So these things really matter
Very
to me.
balanced. That's very
And
balanced.
I think that keeps me grounded.
Oo.
Really.
Alam mo, gusto ko yun, yung I write. Kasi yung you write, no? Kasi yung running, which I also do quite often, dun kami sa nakakapag-isip.
Correct. Tama yan,
Parang
tama yan.
The stresses of the previous day and the problems, in the morning kapag naglakad ka, nasusort.
Yeah.
So, you should run.
I
And don't-
write, but I don't run.
And Doris, that's when you actually make the most of technology.
Yes.
Minsan pagka nag-run ako, nag-walk, nagdi-dictate na ako dun sa phone ko.
Ako,
What
I
my
write.
thoughts are. And then, papasok ko sa AI to clean up and organize first. Diyan ako magsisimula.
Ako, I rant. I rant. I
I
write and I rant.
Yun ba yung past tense ng run?
Ayun, rant. So,
Run, rant. Oo, yun mga past participle. Ay, grabe. Kaya may learning poverty tayo eh. Okay, sige. Okay, so,
sample ng headlight. Mamaya.
ma'am,
Mamaya
after
ba?
the show, may sample.
Promote mo
So,
na,
before
promote.
natin tapusin ito with the final say na isang segment din natin, and we will ask Doc Ed to do that, baka may po-promote ng events.
Okay, sa sa University of Batangas, Lipa on April 17, nandiyan ang PopSchool, of course, with the help of PAC, meron kaming PopSchool Cares.
Yeah.
Ulit,
At
no?
mag-uusapang
Usapang
tayo
tayo
doon.
So yung
Magla-live tayo
mga
doon.
kasama natin dyan, malapit sa University of Batangas, Lipa, please join us on April 17. This is a purely in-person workshop. So I'll be talking about student discipline,
Okay. Right.
matters of
Right.
reducing or avoiding legal risks
So in
in
the
our
morning,
schools.
meron akong talk dyan din sa same
Mm-mm.
event. By lunchtime, mag-usapang ed tayo. Usapang ed sa Pop School at the University of Batangas, Lipa.
Lipa. Ayan, sa
Yun.
April 17. Tapos, meron po tayong webinar, of course, with Raxo Ed sa May 15 at sa May 22. Ito naman ay legal essentials for our student affairs practitioners. So, please check the page of Raxo Ed and also my page for the details, and we will soon open our registration link. So, hope to see you there. And nasa Cotabato ako sa Wednesday. No? So, see you sa Cotabato City. I will be there for a graduation ceremony.
On Wednesday, meron din akong forum. Women's Month pa rin to. So
Mm-mm.
we're still talking about empowered women. Diyan ho tayo sa St. Scholastica, San Fernando, Pampanga. So if you have the chance to coordinate with them, your attendance to this forum, I'd like to see you there. And on Wednesday also, in the morning, graduation season, I'll see you Philippine Christian University.
Yun.
Ayan,
Okay.
wow, 1,200 ang viewers natin.
Oh,
Ngayong
episode natin.
episode.
Mm.
And we'd like to invite you to follow us as in now.
Now na.
Ayan,
Follow
as
na.
in now. Oo. Dapat si Doc Ed ang magsabi kasi parang
Hindi,
estudyante niya
lagi
sa
kong
lahat.
sinasabi sa mga estudyante at kaguruan ng National Teachers College, habang may pagkakataon tayo makisangkot sa pagpapaunlad ng edukasyon, ang mga plataforma gaya ng Usapang Ed dapat sinusundan nyo. Dahil yan ang patunay na ang karunungan ay talagang panglaw.
Yun.
Ayun. At meron
Okay.
pa tayong isang
Salamat.
announcement. Kahit wala dito, si Allen Vasquez, ang ating kaibigan from Raxo Ed, birthday niya. So we'd like to greet him a happy birthday.
Shout out.
Yay.
May dala kaming cake, kaya lang wala siya. Happy birthday, Allen.
So dahil wala ka, kakainin na namin to. Happy birthday, Allen!
Allen of Raxo Ed.
Yan.
Partner natin dito sa Usapang Ed. Lahat
Ayan.
ng ano.
Oo.
Mm.
Okay,
Raxo.
so how do we end this? We go back to Doc Ed for the final say.
Maraming salamat kay Attorney Estrada at saka kay Attorney E at saka kay Doc D dahil pinili niyo po ang National Teachers College, ang pambansang dalubhasaan ng mga guro, ang aming inang tanglaw kung saan araw-araw ipinagdiriwang namin ang taglay na beat ng bawat kakampi. Dahil ang bawat kakampi ay kasama nyo sa patuloy na pagpapahusay ng sambayan ng Pilipino. Dito, ang haraya ng bawat mag-aaral, anuman ang kanyang pinanggalingan, ay aming pinapahalagahan. Ang haraya ay ang iyong pagnanais na umunlad, anuman ang pinanggagalingan mo sa buhay. Yan ang kwento ng National Teachers College.
Yay! Ganda naman nun. Ganda naman nun.
At yan ang pinapakita namin sa kwento ng bawat mag-aaral na nagmumula sa aming mga bulwagan. Panoorin niyo po ito.
I want to share with you the truth about where I come from and how change transformed not just my life, but my understanding of courage that truly matters. Ako po ay taga-isla. And my parents are a loving mother who has been a guiding light, and my father, a carpenter, a farmer, and a fisherman. I heard people ridicule my parents, questioning how a mere carpenter and a fisherman could possibly send 7 children to college. Ha? Paano nangyari yon? They would ask, as if our family's dreams were impossible. When I finally embraced the truth about my parents, that they're extraordinary despite what others think, I realized that their stories of struggle are a source of inspiration and courage. As we live in Ang Tanglao today,
Let us carry forward this ultimate truth. Our background don't limit us. They prepare us. Our struggles don't weaken us. They strengthen us. And the change we're capable of creating in this world starts with embracing the truth of our own stories. Remember, padayon, descanso, and paglaom. Inang Tanglawas taught us this well, and we must remember them with gratitude and promise.
Okay, maraming salamat. At of course, Doc Ed, at sa inyong lahat na nakasama namin, of course, with Doc D,
And Attorney E,
dito sa
Usapang
Ed
Season
2.
Hawak mo ang beat, hawak mo ang gabi. Sabay